everybody, it's Robin. I'm here with Juicy, and we're going to do a fall design. This will be in the Diva playlist or in the fall playlist. And what's really in style, right? Oh, let me show you my palette. I have all the fall colors. I have a mustard yellow, brown, black, red. I have a really bright reddish color that's a fluorescent color right here, and some orange and a green. So I have it sprayed with water, and I use water to spray it down. These are all acrylic paints that you buy at the craft store. They're all $1 or less, and they're by Apple Barrel or Folk Art. And Folk Art is for the glistening ones, and the matte ones are by Apple Barrel. So I get it nice and thin when using a body mister, because that sprays all your water evenly. Now I'm going in with black, very thin, very thin. I'm using my brush. It's the robinmosesnailart.com, and it's called the Wand. And now, here we go. I'm going in with the most finest line I can make with my brush, and I'm pulling the finger around like this. And as I make the line, I do the finger. And then just really with the lightest tip of my brush is straight up and down on the canvas, and then I'm pushing and pulling lines in that are going to be leaves like this. And then just hatching out in a circle where I want to put a flower like this. This is a more detailed design, but I want you guys that are struggling to just follow me step by step and keep rewinding. Now I'm going to go in with my red. I'm going to add a little bit of orange to it. Let me finish here. Let's see, red. I'm going to add a little bit of orange right in here. And I'm working in this area right here, just this real pretty orange. And then I'm going to start adding white to this, and that real bright color. So I'm going to be adding white and bright so that it lightens and lightens and lightens. But I'm starting with that red orange. The red orange is going to go in the center like this, all around. It's going to be a little bit transparent too. You want it to be transparent for this design. Usually I don't want transparent. I'm fighting against it. So I let that dry. And while I let that dry, I'm going to start drawing more leaves around. Okay. And I think I'm okay for this one for now, because I'm going to be working on about 3 different nails at once here, so you guys can get all what I'm doing. Just some different ideas. Okay, now on this one, I've painted this a really sheer brown tone that I created myself. And what I did was I just put some brown in a bottle, and I put a ton of clear in it, and I made a real sheer brown that makes everything look antique.
It's like a jelly brown.
Yeah, jelly. And so on the end, I created a really dark green, and all I did with that, and I mix it myself because it's cheaper and it's better. So I had a green, and I added black, and I added a little brown to it to dull it down and make it into like a dark army green. So anything that you guys can get at the dollar store, it will work perfectly. Okay, now I went in here the same way with the leaves and stuff, and I'm going to start showing you what I'm doing. So I'm going in with the mustard color that I talked about earlier, and I'm adding a little bit of orange to it, just to brighten it. And then I'm going in and dotting in. I had drawn in a little flower first.
Are we in frame?
Yeah.
Okay, so make sure.
Yeah, good. We are. I should let you look because I'm all over. Okay, so there's this. Then again, I'm going to go on the top part, and you'll see like how the different color pops over the different colors. So now I'm going in with that green, and if your green is too bright, dull it down with a little bit of orange. So then the green is a shiny color, so it's going to like pop from different angles, almost like a duochrome. It's not a duochrome really, but it'll look like there's 2 different kinds of designs going on this, and there's not, and that's what I want. So there's that, and then I am going in and just doing a few darker leaves, and then the middle of the flower is going to be just a dot of red, and then over the top of that I'm going to add just a slice of just a little dot of orange and just kind of blend it. And with that, oh my gosh, this is so funny, but it's true. With that same green, because it mixes so nicely, when you drop it over the orange, it just kind of highlights the flower a little bit and makes it just all blend together. So see how it looks like it's, okay, so it's shiny, then it's a design, and then it's an outline all at once. And that's what I wanted. I got the idea from a Neiman Marcus catalog of this right here. So this is what I'm copying kind of, but I'm putting my own thing in because this doesn't translate on nails. And what I want to teach the most about nail art when you do it, do fine art on nails, is that art doesn't always translate, and that's why sometimes stamping looks just so ugly, is because it's just too much on one nail, and it bulks down, and then it just looks overly chaotic. So I have my butterfly done. I used that same red, and I made my circles, and then I made my, everything. I have a whole playlist dedicated to butterflies, and so you can learn how to do these perfectly. I didn't want to go in and make you do all this, because this is more of the technique I'm showing you, because this is like 3 techniques in one. So I'm just taking the black on the outside of this butterfly, then with my brush, my paint starting to dry, spray it, make sure it's nice and thin again. Then with the swipe, you push really quickly, and then you want to make a little black dot on that side, a little black dot on this side, and then here we go, the veins of the butterfly. I'm going to go in. Look at how my brush is setting on the nail again. It's up and down. I'm resting my hand on my other hand to stay nice and still, and then going like this. And you just kind of just drop in. This takes practice, but I never had anybody teach me how to do this, and I didn't have the opportunity to rewind. And so anybody who really wants to try, just keep rewinding. The worst thing that can happen is that you fail. And another guide to try is to paint this very large with me, and then scale it down smaller and smaller until you get it this little. Those are both what I had to learn how to do, and I did this at night while I worked at a shop and I didn't have a clientele. And then when I got it down really low, I started getting clients. So this is for my hopes for you to get a clientele going. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to go in with the green again, that same green that I added the little tiny bit of orange to. I'm going to take this and fill in this leaf, and then that gives it another dimension. Boom. Then I take and give this another dimension. And you see how it all comes together in the most prettiest way. I love that. And it's so easy. It's not easy, but like you can make a ton of mistakes on this design and they won't really show unless they're real thick lines. As long as you keep your lines nice and thin and use thin paint, you're going to be fine. So there's a big open flower for there. I'm just going to leave that as an outline, and then boom, 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 boom. And that would be this one. Okay, so then we go back to the pinky. And now I'm going to use the lighter oranges like I told ya. So I'm going to go back where I was and add a little bit of orange. And white. There we go. And neon pink, orange. Okay, so then boom. Oh, that's too pink, so more orange. Okay, better. Okay, so there's that. Am I in frame? Yep. That. And then I'm going to go in with black and then make a really thick middle. And I'm going to cut into the paints that are already kind of wet, and it's going to kind of blend it in. Then with orange, a dark orange right here, I'm going to dot in the center. Dot, 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 dot. That gives it an almost realistic effect. And then go in with a little bit more black and add some darkness around here. And again, you don't have to be perfect. And then I'm going to go with the green, and I'm just going to add some greens around to add the dimensions over here. Okay, and I think that this one would be done. All right, so when I'm finished, let me scroll out. Let's see, Juice. Okay, so when it's finished, do you see how they all come together in the most, they look so fall and they look so pretty at the same time, like they are just gorgeous. So I'm going to like just make sure everything is lined up and perfect, and then I'm going to probably top coat them with a matte. Did I miss anything? Oh, I left one.
Well, it's the same
hey,
as this, but
it is, but I left this for the teaching. So for the teaching on this one, just in case, since we're already here, let me go in one more time. This one just has the two colors. This is how I did it. I just pushed, pulled, I followed the line of the French manicure. But again, you can make so many mistakes. Back the leaf backwards into the line, draw it, and then I put another one here, draw it. Then I put the flower in. Yeah, I was wondering why I had it already drawn out. I wasn't paying attention. We were talking a lot. Oh my goodness, my head hurts. And so then I'm going to go like this, this. And okay, so I'm going to go again one more time in with the mustard yellow. Dot, 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 dot. You can also go to my beginners playlist and see how to do the 5-prong flower and the leaf. The leaves are also in the beginners playlist. So really get accustomed, if you're new, to all the playlists, because if you're having problems with one area, I've done so many videos teaching that you're going to learn something in every video. If you want to learn to do leaves, then go to the flower playlist, and I just give you tips and tricks on all of them. And you never know where you're going to say, oh, that's what it is, because everybody learns differently. Some people learn through practice, some people learn through talking, some people learn by practicing by themselves. I learned by practicing by myself, but I would have learned so much faster if somebody was helping me along like this. And so I give this to you for free, and I hope that you use it and help lift our industry up to where we get good nail artists and shops all over the world. That is my goal. So there's that, and that, and I'm going to go back in with the green. And this you don't even have to outline, because it's already so dark it's not going to show, so you kind of just get a free leaf right there. So yay. And there's like that. Alright, so there's that. I'm going to add a little bit of orange maybe, because this is a little green. But you guys see what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to kind of have that same flow. So you guys got it. I would love to see if you recreate this design. So show me by hashtag inspired by Robin Moses on Instagram. There'll be other ways to show me coming up around the bend, but right now that's how I see the most of them if you guys are painting, and I love seeing what you guys are painting. So that's how you do it. And just tell me if this was helpful, where you would want more help if you're struggling. Here, right here, Juice. Okay. Okay, thank you. If you're struggling and you didn't get this, if there's an area that I didn't describe well, ask me, and you will get an answer from me or someone who watches me all the time. So anyways, let me top coat this and meet you back. All right, now I have it all dimmed out so you guys can see it in more directions, but here is the end result with a matte top coat. So let me show get your thumbs. There we go. So there's the thumbs. And do you see how with the matte top coat, you can still see the shine through it? But like everything kind of blends together and meshes together in the most beautiful way. And these are so perfect for fall, you guys. Even if you just do one accent nail, it would be so pretty. And so I want you guys to subscribe to my channel, spread the word to any artist that you know that wants to learn, or if you're trying, please try it on everybody and practice. Don't give up. We need you in the industry now more than ever. I cannot stress that enough. You'll probably get tired of me saying it, but we need you out there. We need art back on nails. We need it in the shops. We need it to be found in shops. Everybody, you don't have to be scared of it. It is fun and you can do it fast over time. So anyways, thank you for watching and I'll see you back with more. Bye! Bye.